let's see if this thing actually wants to freaking work. No, it doesn't. It's just gonna have to do. All right, hey everybody. It's how y'all doing? It's another stream. This one's going to be simple. I just want it to be a nice, calm, relaxing stream where I'm just yapping to whoever just decides to drop by. Um, uh, what happened is that just for some reason my my streaming setup always just wants to take a dive, and I don't know what's been causing it. I even ran an internet test and it said it was doing just fine, so I don't know. Maybe it'll late it. I guarantee that it had to have been the last update to OBS that just fucked something up. Because Christ forbid they just keep whatever is actually working. You know, they just gotta, oh, let's do this, and just piss off our users. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not here to get grumpy. I'm here to be happy. So I'm just gonna be sitting back, relaxing, and doing some touch-up work on a park I've been building in my off time. Just kind of me and myself and I, and if anybody in the, I mean, one of the guys just like drop by and want to check it out, you know where to find me. I'm doing fine myself. I'm just kind of pulling myself out of a little bit of a doom loop. I've had three of those in a row this week, and I'm trying to break the cycle. I need to act dumb. Nah, no need for that. I'm all like this. I have enough dumbness for that. Nah, don't worry about it, Highwire. Let's just start out with just something funny. Now, all right, this is just purely to just be kind of something funny. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but anybody hear what happened with Twitter's AI bot? I mean, if you want to act dumb, go ahead. But I mean, I don't know. Like, all right, this is my take on it. First of all, good on. Well, first of all right. Well, to try to give a brief summary, I know at some point, the bot just booted up one day on the app and shows, it just shows the go full Twitter. It just started saying some like absolutely batshit crazy stuff. Like, okay, first of all, as a business, I totally understand why they needed to just like yoink the plug and just work that out of that thing ASAP. I'm going to kidnap one of your baby dinosaurs. No! Well, I don't have any baby dinosaurs. You're going to have to wait for Jurassic World Evolution 3 to come out. But you can't have them. They're mine. All right, my stupidity aside. All right, I'll show off the park in a little bit. But I just want to keep telling my story. But like I said, like as a business, yeah, you gotta shut that shit down fast. It's not exactly that Twitter has the. It's not exactly that social media has the best reputation in general. I bloody hate it, but it was. Like I said, like at the end of the day, nobody got hurt, and Like, it's fucking social. It's a fucking robot, okay? It it was just I don't know. I thought it was funny as hell. And that's about as much about the real world as I'm just going to get into. Just that's all. I have hmm, I have 32 Funko Pops. I'm broke now. Are those more or less expensive than Warhammer miniatures? Because I've fallen down the rabbit hole of the plastic crack. All right. Anyway, before we start up the finishing touches here, I tried to stick mostly with like the Jurassic Park aesthetics because I'm on Isla Nublar, at least the square map version of it. This is where our guests arrive. I hope we get more options for guest arrival points than just the just like the helicopter pads. Just to make it a little easier that huge swaths of guests can arrive here. I probably should have said it's Jurassic Park, like staff and guests rather than Jurassic World, but whatever. Here we have my ranger station and my hatchery where I make all the magic happen and where I make all the dinosaurs. I might make one more dinosaur today for this park. Over here you got your main entrance point, the classic banner. This is like sort of like your main little area. Well, I got something. Sign up. My favorite JJK actor. I'm not gonna say that name because I don't want to screw up. And he was $80 for the fan art and the sign. If it was $10, so $100 in total. $100. That'll get you a. That'll give you some spare change after buying a Redemptor Dreadnought, which, my freaking cat's knocked over and broke, so I'm gonna have to buy a new one. But it's cool. I'm not mad. Alright, but anyway, here you have the classic visitor center from the original movie. And like I said, I'll touch this place up a little more as I go about. You got some decorative fossils or like skeleton displays. I mean, this stuff is nowhere near as impressive as the stuff channels like Evolution Square or the Gaming Beaver make, but yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day, and I'm just learning how to do this. I'm glad you think it looks cool. And over here is where we have a shit ton of traffic that I might need to deal with. But basically my main idea for this...
65 million years in the making.
What the hell? Okay, he's eating. But he also needs water, so I hope he finds the water quick enough. Sorry for the little spoiler to one of our attractions. Well, I'm just going to be watching this little bugger to make sure he gets his... he gets himself going. There we go. Run, little guy, run. Run, little guy, run. You can make it. Can you make it before he runs out of stamina? Yep, he made it. Alright, get yourself some water, you fool. I know. You're getting dehydrated. I guess there's no reason to just be rushing a boot. There you go. Alright, now his health should be going back up. Yep, it's going back up. Why the hell is he panicking now? And we've lost him in the brush. Alright, he's almost back up. He's almost back up. And all right, once I'm positive this guy's good, we'll continue. I swear. Come on. Eh, he'll be fine. What's wrong with this other one? Okay. Alright, everything's hunky-dory. Back to the tour. Alright, back to where this huge mess of traffic is. This is our Jeep tour. And it leads right out to a little driving tour that I based on the Jeep tour from the original book and the original movie. I know what you're thinking. What have I got in here? King Kong? Now let's start off with the first little enclosure I got. I believe these are one of the first dinosaurs from the book, from the tour in the book, the Dryosaurus. We got... Oh, we only got 4 of these things in here? Yeah, Dryos... Yeah, these are cute little tykes. That's to the, that's going to be to your passenger side. On your driver's side, we have a few scavengers, such as the Stegosaurus. For this park, I was trying to use some of the lesser-known dinosaurs and dinosaurs I just haven't generally used in a lot of the... Oh, right, I separated out the Stegosaurus to different enclosures. And as you saw earlier, the ones that were starving themselves, and over here we have the Moros Intrepidus from Jurassic World Dominion. I like these little guys. Which I believe my buddy Justin, I believe he told me that originally these were supposed to be Microraptors before they changed it to Moros Intrepidus. Yeah. I put down a few more carnivore feeders, but as for like the big ones we have the Tarbosaurus, a Tyrann. So yeah, this park is predominantly populated by Tyrannosauridae. And yes, Moros Intrepidus is a Tyrannosaurid, so... You know, 2 of the 3 species that are locked up in here are related to T-Rex. Ooh, we're gonna see a social animation. Now you see one skin is based on the appearance of the Tarbosaurus in Camp Cretaceous, and the others are randomized skin. They certainly have an interesting way of saying hello to each other. Moving on, we actually have some offerings from prehistoric Asia, such as the Loro Titan. Very nice hadrosaurs. And we also have a shared enclosure with the Centausaurus. That's definitely from prehistoric China. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so there is technically no real good way to view the dinosaurs. I think the best way to view them is to actually have the tour go into the enclosures, but I wanted to replicate the look of the track and the tour from, again, the book and the movie. Over here we have some more um, relatively lesser used dinosaurs I've had. We've got the Gigantospinosaurus. Bit of an ironic name, but what the hell? I'm not a paleontologist. Going along with like using maybe lesser known hadrosaurs, I want to go with lesser known stegosaurids. Speaking of which, here we have the Huangosaurus, another offering from, I believe, China. Yep. I don't know. I just think like the big old shoulder, like the big old shoulder spikes on Gigantospinosaurus and Huangosaurus are pretty cool. So I just really wanted to use them. And over here we got a big one, and yes, that is Dreadnoughtus. Again from Dominion. I actually haven't used this sauropod a whole hell of a lot. He seems to be getting acclimated. And because there was a lot of negative space in here, I decided to give him some cohabitation with a dinosaur that we only heard in name in the first Jurassic World. The Archaeornithomimus. These big old turkeys. Anything social. Bunch of little peckerheads. Moving on from the another form of rather big bird is the Gigantoraptor. Very bird-like. You know, again, species I haven't like pulled out a whole hell of a lot in my builds. And again, I love that. I appreciate evolution and let me try that again. I appreciate Frontier, both with these games and Universal with some of the movies. Well, one movie in particular, Dominion, proving you can have feathered species in your Jurassic franchise medium and it'd be effective. I love these guys. Yeah, it makes me sad that probably a lot of really cool dinosaurs they added to this game are probably going to get the axe come the third game, but yeah, them's the breaks of developing. We got more Stegosaurus here and a lone Acrocanthosaurus. Again, I appreciate the going for, I guess, a little more paleo accuracy, although I don't know what paleo accurate depictions of Acrocanthosaurus look like, but at the very least I appreciate the not just shrink wrapping the flesh onto the skeleton like so many other species, which again, like, not knocking. This is a favorite little section of the tour that that my buddy Justin liked, but depending on who you are, you may not be so big on the presence that these attractions would leave on the tour jeeps. We got a flock of Tapajara. I don't know what it is about these guys. I just find them charming. They're just such a alien-looking creature. And I love that. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh. But of course, it's not all just like the little ones. We have one lone Marodactylus. That's a face only a mother could love, I tell ya. And last but not least, where are they? What the? Wait, I have two Marodactylus? Oh, I guess I had two Marodactylus. Tapajara. Alright, no, it's not just Tapajara I have in here. Here, there they are. Yep, we went with the, of course went with the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodons. Again, the skins look pretty good. I love their fishing animation. Alright, moving on from the big old bird cage. Actually, it's fitting. Speaking of which, I did use the Jurassic Park 3 aviary cage. Naturally. Moving on from the flying to the flightless, over here we have a big old territory for the... So, I was talking about... Oh, okay. I was just giving the tour of the facility. Now over here we get to some more teeth, such as the Pyroraptor. Again, from Dominion. I haven't gotten to use these guys a whole lot, so... Yeah, I'm glad to put them in. And I put in another Dromaeosaur I have, used rarely, and it's a bit of a divisively designed dinosaur in this game. Of course, the Deinonychus, which, again, the primary reason for that is because the Jurassic Park Velociraptors were heavily based on the real Deinonychus, so they really had to just differentiate these guys from Velociraptors. So, I honestly like it. I don't mind it at all. They wanted to have a little fun, and I don't mind at all. So, take it as you will. Over here, we have the Sinoceratops. A Ceratops that I haven't used a whole heck of a lot. These guys are pretty chill. Oh, right, over here. I forgot I added in some of these attractions. We have a whole lot of Monolophosaurus. A bunch of them are just buggering off into the woods. Yeah, these guys are really interesting looking. Feisty little things. And finally the Dracorex. So yeah, I think a rather nice selection of dinosaurs. I just wanted to do something different in terms of a... Wow, I've added... I keep forgetting how many creatures I added to this. So I guess to just continue on. Here we have the another theropod from China. The Changzhou Saur. Fuck. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna be able to get this guy. But I just thought he was a cool little addition. Not little, he's pretty bloody huge. And his neighbor's the Kakara Dontosaurus. Yeah, Kakara Dontosaurus. Ooh, Joe teeth. Now, I believe we can squeeze in... I believe we can squeeze in one, maybe two more attractions if you guys want before I just pretty up the park. I think I'm going to do that. So... That should be ample space for something of a decent size. Then we're gonna put something scary over here. Something big and mean and something just something that'll really wow. What to work? What? Oh, what to work with? I already have like 2 dromaeosaurs and a decent number of medium-sized theropods. Let's just play around. Tonus. Cryos. I've used those a couple of times. Use that one. Something. I don't think I've used Maiasaura yet. Just keep looking around for other. I don't think I've made a Pachyrhinosaurus either. Cerrato. I've made Sinosauropteryx. Suchomimus. Therizino. Actually, I have not made a Huerosaurus yet, so I think I'm gonna whip up a batch of these guys. So what do you guys need? Ground fiber, open space, ground fruit, water. All right. think I am gonna use this one. Alright, so let's just double check what these things need. Ground fiber. First thing at what every last one of these animals need. Ground fiber. I believe I also said that should do it. And now for the dinosaur. Because we do need to have, you know, y'all want to see me make dinosaurs in a dinosaur making game. 1, 2. Might need to spread this one outward, depending on what we put into it. I have not seen their exit animation. It should be fun. Oh, look at those eager beavers. This guy's just taking his sweet time.
Don't spend too much time looking at those plates. When it comes to the Werehosaurus, it pays to keep an eye on this animal's thagomizer. You don't want to be on the receiving end of a swing of that tail.
Nope, no one does not. Now to tag and bag these beasties. Run, beastie, run. I'm not even sure if hitting the plates would have really been effective in knocking these things out. Oh, this one's... Yep, that one's just good night, Irene. Run, big boy, run. Come on. Hit him again. Hit him again. But you run out of ammo? Nope, you just... Think of this. And good night. They really like aiming for those plates. Good night.
Heading to collect the asset. En route to collect the asset.
Alright, while they're moving those guys over there, time to decide on my last dinosaur. Tyrannus. You know what? Screw it. I feel like being a little selfish using one of my favorites in this game. I'm gonna use I'll use the Utahraptor.
Transportation underway. Transit has commenced.
The turfs should meet up soon. Go. Now for these guys. Yeah, with the forest requirement, I'm going to need to beef up the fencing. That ought to do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Do it. Now then, on to the dinosaur. All right. I'd much rather watch their animation than exiting the hatchery, but I think I'm just gonna. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's just watch the little turkey shoot. Should be entertaining. 3, 2, 1. Actually, hang on a second. What if I've gotten any? Yeah, I got any Discord messages, so let's just continue.
Aha! This one takes us back to prehistoric Utah. I definitely wouldn't want to meet this raptor out on a camping trip, would you, huh? Because if it's distant relatives or anything to go by, the Utah raptor will make a meal of anything it can get its claws on.
Ooh, I kind of want this. Gotta make sure this black one is the alpha. There's number 4. while, so... Get some Betty Hill going on with this. This is gonna be perfect. I knew I should... And while the others are being chased around like a bunch of headless chickens, I'm gonna send that one over and make him the preemptive alpha.
Asset to be collected.
Let's speed this process up.
Asset has been collected.
Alright, let's get these guys moving so he's not lonely.
Asset requiring collection. Acknowledging asset collection request. Picking up asset. Asset transportation underway. Assets in the air.
Svalbard with a blank pattern. Not bad.
Delivery has been completed. Asset delivered.
I'll find his prey feeder soon enough.
Asset has been transported.
Yeah, plenty of good skins. Then again, I don't think there's one bad skin combination on these guys. Hopefully this guy fine. Alright, hopefully these guys start meeting up soon. Look at these guys. Alright, you know, if we do this, huh? There he is. I might need Oh, all right. Luckily, these things are going to try to break out, so plenty of time for our old. What's this one doing? Oh, got itself a little bit of lamb chops. I knew he'd find his way over here sooner or later. Sorry I've been so quiet. I'm just kind of enjoying seeing these animals. I love the social animations in this game. I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, that's about how big these things are. Are these guys just like stuck in a loop of doing the social animation? Yeah, it's like they're stuck in a loop. Sorry. I just realized I've gone for like a whole damn minute without saying a damn thing. Alright, well, there's a good number of our dinosaurs. You gotta go. There. That should do something. Wait, hang on. No, I didn't mean to. There. Alright. Oh, wait, shit. There we go. Some stores.
Friendly way to see our dinosaur. Chers visiteurs, tentez l'aventure et lancez-vous dans un safari préhistorique.
There we go.
And gentlemen,
Not my fanciest place, but but again, I wanted to make something that would just be like a
experience.
fun little, guess tour. Alright. Now for a little more decor. Get rid of that little nub. Again, I'm just not really saying a whole hell of a lot. I'm sorry. I guess when I just get into focus mode, I just want to... Oh, right. I'm going to need to put some path back. Uh... Go. Where is it? Oh yeah, this is from the free update they recently did for this game. After they announced the arrival of this game. Oh, not the visitor center, the statue. Damn it. There you are, Mr. Hammond. Not bad, huh? Huh. that's it. All right.
We put the dine in dinosaurs. How's that for a marketing hook, huh? All right.
And I'm.
Oh, and remember, guests who are enjoying their experience are more
There we go.
willing to open their wallets and purses.
All right, that's not what I'm looking for. There is another building I'm searching for. Ah, here. There it is. Guest attractions. Let's see. Lab tour seems to be the most appropriate. Sorry, I haven't said a whole lot. I went so quiet. Matter of fact, why don't you guys just like give me a quick minute? I gotta do something, and I'll be right back. Righto, I'm back. And we have a sick... Really? We have another sick dinosaur? Moros intrepidus. Alright, I need to start expanding some of this water. There. That should solve that problem. thing should have its health going back up. Yep, it is. Alright, this is a small but rather fun park idea. Maybe not my most effective one, but I just really wanted to play around with with some of the sandbox settings and really experiment. Speaking of experiments, I'm gonna end today on a little bit of a fun note. And drive home a little lesson about what happens when you put cool factor over properly containing your animals. I already saved, so it should be fine. Wait a minute. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna save again just so just so I make sure Walsh and Trepidae aren't constantly dying of thirst. So hold on, you're gonna have to wait. All right, let's take that from the top. This is literally just because I want to have some fun. And let's face it, we all watch these Jurassic movies to watch guys get chomped by dinosaurs. So take a good look at Jurassic Drive because yeah, it's about to go bye-bye. Yeah, Jurassic Drive's about to go fucking bye-bye. All because some psychopath got bored and wanted to end the stream on a high note. Oh, look at this flood of just hors d'oeuvres. This is gonna be a massacre. Wait, before we release the said beastie. Sandbox settings, no Z's, dinosaur injuries off. Dinosaurs. Don't worry, I saved prior to this, so... Let's start the shit show.
What can I say? The Indominus Rex remains my most inspired creation. Nature can create a dinosaur, but only I can bring an Indominus Rex to life.
To do so required a tremendous amount of research, gene mixing, splicing and manipulation, and, of course, determination. The end result is a hybrid dinosaur that is both beautiful and deadly. An alpha predator among alpha predators. So treat it with the care and respect it deserves.
Oh, God. Oh, poor guy. Yeah, these guys in particular are just booking it right now. They know what happened to them in the movie. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, yes, run. Run, puny humies. Oh, no. I think this one's locked onto a target. Oh, my God. Oh, all right, I should do something. How?
Hit recorded. Bullet round.
And good night.
Reassigning controls.
En route to pick up the asset.
And everyone just goes back to their day like nothing happened. That like 3 or 4 people didn't just get devoured. I just wanted to give a little chaos. Alright, I've had my fun. Now if I should load it back up from prior to when I released the monstrosity. Hopefully I did not cause just irreparable damage. No Indominus. No problemos here at Jurassic Drive. Excellent. Well, this was a shorter than usual stream, but I hope it was enjoyable. Seeing what I had created. So, yeah. That being all said and done, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. So, you know, look forward to more streams where I have kind of more people to bounce stuff off of. So, yeah, if you like this sort of content, do leave a like, comment on the VOD, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you want more of this type of content. But until then, that has been the last call from the Game Tavern. Please have a lovely, lovely time of day.